How do I get this thing in the shot even? It's so big. What's up, guys? Brian Grant of ContestChampion.com here. And man, check this thing out. This thing is so cool. So this is a poster that was made and sent to me by Druze, who I met at the Kabam community party, believe it or not. And so I met him there, and he was doing if you saw my video about the community party, he was doing the Spider-Man picture that was there. He did some other art there, and I was talking to him, and he was a really nice guy. He said that he wants to be a comic book artist at some point. So I was like, all right, that's really cool, man. Is there any way that you could help me out and do some art that I could hang up on my wall here? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I could do that. And I was like, all right, cool, but it has to be really big. Is there any way that you could do that and like make it just a huge poster and send it to me? And he was like, yeah, well, how big do you need it? And I was like, huge, man, it has to be huge. And he delivered. Like, this thing is 38 inches long by, I think, 30 inches this way. And, oh, man, it's just so cool. So there's a reason why I want it to be so big. This thing is going to go right behind me in all of my videos because right now you can see that my bald head kind of just blends in with the wall back there. And this is going to give some contrast now, so now you can kind of see my head a little bit better. Ooh, maybe that wasn't such a good idea actually, but no, this thing is cool. And there's a reason why I asked him to do Karnak too, and I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. But first off, just go check out Drew's page because he does some really cool stuff there. You can see this Ghost Rider kind of comic cover piece that he did, and this thing is so cool, man. Like, do you ever just look at what an artist can do and you're just like, I want that, and I want that, and I want that? But I could not be happier with the job that Drew did with this poster. So all I did was I asked him, to put my logo in like the middle there, and I asked him to draw Karnak for me. And I guess I'll tell you guys now why I asked him to draw Karnak. When they added Karnak to the game in Marvel Contest of Champions, I was like, Karnak? Who? Then I saw him in game, and I was like, whoa, all right, this character looks cooler than any other character in the entire game. Just the way that he has like the tattered clothing and like the hood like partially covering his eyes and stuff like that. Giving off that vibe of like, what, I don't need a special suit to be able to beat the crap out of you. And I just think that's so cool, man. So then I started looking on Google, like who is Karnak? Trying to learn a little bit more about him. And I found out that his specialty is that he can see the flaw in everything. So like when he's fighting his opponent, he can see what makes them weak and kind of exploit that flaw that they have. So the reason why that specialty of like seeing the flaw in things is so cool to me and just this channel in general is because right now I'm known for hoarding a bunch of crystals, and then I do a huge crystal opening, and those videos are pretty entertaining. I mean I hope, right? But the direction that I kind of want to take this channel, and the reason why I even started making a website is that I want to focus more on guides than anything. And I mean, like, I'm not going to stop hoarding crystals. Like a crystal hoarder can't just stop, So I'm still going to have those kinds of videos and everything, but I want to come out with more guides and stuff like that. And while making these guides, what I have to do is I have to like study each champion. I have to figure out how they work. I have to figure out their weaknesses so I can tell you guys how to exploit those weaknesses, those flaws that they have, so you could beat those champions easier. So when I was reading about Karnak, like all this stuff was just going through my mind. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. Like I need some inspiration. I need like a huge picture of Karnak on my wall to just keep me going every day, keep me focused on the work that I want to do for you guys. So yeah, that's why I chose Karnak. And now I want to ask a huge favor of you guys because Drew was nice enough to make this poster for me. And I mean, the only reason I even asked him to do it is because I could tell that he was just like a genuinely good person. Because this thing is going on my wall in my home. It's right behind me where I do all these recordings. I'm going to see it every single day. If it was done by somebody who was, like kind of a jerk or something like that, I would look at it and it would ruin the picture for me. But Drew is a really nice guy and he's working really hard towards his goal. So if you can, please just go follow him on Instagram to kind of help him towards that goal. He does some really cool stuff. It's almost entirely Marvel related, so you guys are gonna dig the stuff that he does if you're into this game. So yeah, if you can, just please go follow him on Instagram to to kind of pay him back for this awesome poster that he made for me. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. This actually marks my 1 year playing this game today. So tomorrow I have the progression update, the 1 year progression update of exactly where my account is at. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And yeah, it's going to do it for this one, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.